Hola bonitas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on the very viral Tear foundation. I cannot wait to try this out. I've seen this everywhere on TikTok and you guys have started asking me too about this foundation. So I was like, ¿saben qué? Lo voy a comprar. So I went ahead and purchased this on Amazon because that's where I would get it the fastest. I'm like, I need to get this review up ASAP para mi gente. So I am very excited to be trying this out. So if you want to continue seeing how this transforms my face from this to a little something more put together, then please go ahead and do so. Okay, bonita, so this is the viral Tear foundation. This is a cushion foundation. You open it, you get the little cushion like that. And then in here you get the foundation, así. Okay, so this is a tap, blend, and match foundation. It's a mask fit red cushion. It comes in 30 shades. I think they extended their shade range. This is a Korean brand. This is supposed to give you 72-hour radiant glow with seamless but breathable cover, sweat-proof, transfer-proof, non-creasing formula, clinically tested to not smudge under a mask. Wow. Yeah, so that's kind of all the information that we get on this. And this is, like I said, in the shade 35N, and this does retail for $25. So I am going to apply it like this, and then I'm going to go in and use a brush to further blend it out. So let's go ahead, come a little closer like that. Let's see how this does. Hopefully this shade matches me. So we're going to start like that. Oh, I think you press it. You tap, tap, and then you apply it. See? Okay. This is gonna definitely run a little warmer than expected. Honestly, it's not awful, but I probably would go a shade down just to match my neck a little bit better. It does claim to be a neutral shade, but I feel like this shade is picking a little warm on me. So that's kind of where we're at with it. It actually works well on the forehead. I do like this coverage. And honestly, it does apply really nicely with this little applicator. It's not horrible. I thought I was gonna need to, you know, further blend it with a brush. And it actually blends nicely. Like I said, I was so worried that this was going to pull a little too light. So that's why I went in with the shade 35N, because I thought that this would work the best. But it definitely is a little warmer than I would hope. But I think once we go in with like concealer and apply the rest of our products, I think it should work out. But look at this coverage. The coverage is actually pretty good. You can see, like, it covered my redness. And I like the finish. It's like a healthy, like, radiance from within. It's not a matte foundation by any means. It just looks really good and healthy. So this is the side with the Tear foundation, and this is the side with no Tear foundation. So let's go ahead and add a little bit more just to build it up. Okay, I actually really like this finish, and I'm not mad about this applicator. Like, this applicator is really nice. Very, very nice applicator. Okay, so now on the other side, I do want to go in with my brush. So I'm going to go ahead and take my favorite brush, and I'm just going to press it, and then I'm going to apply it like so. Ooh, it kind of gives a more natural finish with a brush. Yeah, it looks a little bit more natural. Wow, I feel like I'm getting a more natural finish with the brush, which is never something that happens. Usually it's always the sponge gives me the more natural, and then the brush gives me the full coverage. So I think this does perform well with its applicator. I think that's where you'll get the most coverage from it. So I would say if you do want that type of coverage, stick to the applicator. If you want more natural, then go in with a brush. Definitely does look like I have a tan though, because it is warm. So if you are neutral, just keep in mind this isn't going to be neutral on you. This is going to be more warm. So I do want to touch it, especially on the side where it's set already. It is a little sticky, not a lot, a little bit, and it does transfer. So you do need time for this to set because that's That's transferring right there. But overall, I really do like this like natural radiance from within, a healthy glow. It blended out really nicely with my complexion. It didn't cling onto dry patches or look patchy. Like, it does look very healthy on the skin, which I do appreciate. I feel like it just gives overall a very healthy, youthful glow. It doesn't look like oily or like wet. It looks good. I don't know, people may be onto something with this Tier foundation, because you definitely get great coverage, especially if you go in with the applicator that it comes with, which I do appreciate that you do get that type of applicator there. And then you can obviously store it back into the packaging. I feel like the packaging is really nice, and it comes with a mirror, which makes it really good and compact. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, then I'll come back, give you guys my first initial thoughts, then we can start this wear test, because I really wanna see how this is gonna do for the entire day and kind of how it sets, and if it oxidizes or maybe neutralizes. Vamos a ver todo eso, so keep watching. Okay, bonitas, I am back. I finished my entire face of makeup. Así se ve el maquillaje. And I am really liking this glam. I feel like it looks super stunning, very pretty. Like I said, the only thing that's a little off is the shade, but we're looking past that. We're focusing on the review and the wear test now. So I'm actually very impressed with how it worked with the rest of my products. Today I mainly worked with powders. I did use liquid concealer for my under eyes, my typical concealers. I used the Tower 28 one. Then I went in with the One Size powder to just set the under eye directly here where I crease. I didn't apply it anywhere else. And that worked really well. Had no issues of separation between the foundation and the concealer. Everything just blended out super nicely. So that is definitely a plus. Then I did go in with some powder blush, which also worked well. I actually use the NYX Buttermelt blushes. I really love these blushes. They are so beautiful and so good. I do have a YouTube shorts on that if you want to watch that. I may actually include these in a trying new makeup out. Get ready with me, so stay tuned for that. But overall, I really do like how this foundation looks. It ended up setting to still a little bit of a sticky consistency. It's not completely matte, and it does still transfer a little bit, so just so you know. I feel like it doesn't completely set to something that's not going to transfer, so just keep that in mind, because I still feel like it's sticky. But overall, besides that, it looks nice. I didn't set the rest of the face except for the under eye, so that is just the foundation, and I still do feel like I get that healthy radiance from within. It looks very pretty, and it does a really good job of covering everything it needs to cover. So I do like that aspect of it. Right now it is 9:55 a.m. I'm also listening to a podcast about the Housewives of New Jersey. I am such a Housewives of New Jersey fan. Let me know if you watch Housewives. I love Housewives of New Jersey. I think it's about to end, which is really sad because I've been watching it for so long. But nonetheless, getting back into this review, I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the day. I'll do it at Natural Lighting Club, which today it's very cloudy, so I don't know how good of a lighting I will get, but I'll figure it out. And then you guys will see me at the end of the day for my final thoughts, and I'll let you know if this is worth the buy or not. The new viral Tier foundation. Okay, bonita, so here is the complexion in the natural light. Like I said, it is a little cloudy, so we're not getting the best effect of the lighting, but you guys can see how the foundation looks. It looks really nice, very like natural skin like. It doesn't feel heavy at all, and you can also tell that the color doesn't look too off in the natural light, which is definitely a good thing, because I feel like on camera it was looking a little tiny bit too warm, but here it doesn't look bad. We'll see how it sets for the day, and also you guys will see me at the end of the day so I can share with you guys my final thoughts on how this looks, so stay tuned. Okay, bonitas, I am back. Right now it is 8:20 p.m. We've worn this foundation for the entire day, and I'm ready to talk about my thoughts on the viral Tier foundation. I have to say, it looks pretty good. Like, I feel like the people who are gonna like this foundation the most are definitely the people that have like normal to dry skin. I do feel like it does pick up some dew and shine, so if you have very oily skin, it may not be your go-to, but I have to say I'm very impressed with the coverage. I'm very impressed with the longevity. The one thing I will say though that I don't think is anything special, like how I feel like it doesn't set completely down. I feel like it does feel sticky, and it does transfer a little bit, so just keep that in mind. It's not one of those foundations that's gonna like lock into place and not move. So that's kind of where we're at with it. but I feel like overall it did a really nice job of just looking really nice on the skin, especially like when we first applied. I feel like it looked really pretty, just very even complexion, and also I feel like it did a really good job of giving you that like hydration from within. So I do like it. I will say too, another thing, I was very impressed with how it applies with the applicator. I feel like it applies way better with the applicator than with a brush, which is saying something because typically for me it's always with the brush that it looks the best. But I do feel like the Tier foundation overall looks really nice on the complexion and just gives a very, very pretty finish on the skin, and that I can appreciate. Like I said, we are looking a little dewy, so if you do have oily skin, just keep that in mind. You will have that dewiness, but I definitely do think that I can see why somebody with like dry to normal skin would love this, because I feel like it gives you that really pretty, healthy radiance from within. When I continue wearing this, I'll give you guys more opinions on this as I develop more thoughts through the weeks, and I'll do a follow-up. I'll do an update, probably an upcoming trying new makeup video, or maybe I'll go on live and do a video putting this on and some other new products. So definitely stay tuned for that, because I'm very excited to continue using this foundation. So let me know your thoughts down below. Have you purchased this? Have you not? Have you caved into the viral foundation? Let me know down below. I would love to know your thoughts. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. Y nos vemos pronto. Adiós, bonitas.